the hall. I request the audience to please rise. Please stand up as the dignitaries enter the hall. I request the gathering to please be seated. Good morning to everyone present here. Good morning to everyone present here. Patrician College of Arts and Science, the Department of Management and Internal Quality Assurance Cell conducts International Conference on Panoramic Advancements in Business Paradigm, a Global Perspective. Today we have with us two esteemed guests for the day, and guests will follow us throughout the day. To inaugurate this international conference, to invoke God's blessings, to call upon His presence in our midst, I call upon Ms. Vanmadi M. of 3rd BBA to lead us in prayer.
Let's pray. Our Heavenly Father, we thank you for your grace and mercy, which holds our life today. And we are praying that you should grant us peace to our heart.
Thank you, esteemed dignitaries.
Thank you, esteemed
Invite Dr.
dignitaries.
A. Raja, Head of
I
the
now
Department of
invite Dr. A.
Management,
Raja,
and
Head of the
also
Department of
to
Management and
welcome
also
the
the
gathering.
conference convener, to welcome the gathering.
Good morning, one and all present here.
Good morning,
Today,
one and all present
Patrician
here.
College of Arts and Science, Department of Management and IQAC is organizing International Conference on Panoramic Advancements in Business Paradigm, a Global Perspective. Conference that will give a lot of inference. Conference that will give a lot of confidence. That inference is bundle of information. That information leads to success. That is the success of this international conference. I am happy to welcome our chief guest, Dr. S. Jayachandran, Senior Vice President, Marudam Group, Chennai. Marudam means paddy field that leads to harvest. Dr. S. Jayachandran is a man of success. When he leads, definitely a good harvest. That is success. Welcome, sir. Give a very big round of applause to our sir. Next, our guest of honor, Dr. Pradeep Nadarajan, Project Scientist 2, National Institute of Ocean Technology, Ministry of Earth Sciences, Government of India. Dr. Pradeep Nadarajan is a young scientist, dynamic scientist with ocean of knowledge. He has produced a lot of research papers, more than hundreds of citations under his cap. He is a scholar. Google Scholar is mentioning his remarkable achievements. Google Scholar is mentioning his remarkable achievements. Welcome, my dear scientist. Next, I am happy to welcome our Director and Secretary, Brother Naveen F. I would like to extend my sincere welcome to our icon of Patrician College. Icon of Patrician College, our dynamic leader, Academic Director, Dr. Fatima Vasant. Welcome, Madam. Next, I welcome our Principal Madam, Dr. Aru Kimiri Geeta Rufus, our Vice Principal Madam, Dr. Anandapriya, my dear faculty members, dear students and the participants of various colleges through online as well as offline. My special welcome to Mr. Nadarajan sir from former PRO from Anna University. Welcome sir. I express my lovable welcome from my bottom of heart. Once again, welcome all. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for the warm welcome. I now invite Dr. Mahalakshmi G, Assistant Professor, Department of Management, to brief us on the dynamics of the conference.
Good morning to one and all present here. And we are happy with the third successful year of ICPABP 2024. The International Conference on Panoramic Advancements in Business Paradigm, a Global Perspective, acts as a vibrant platform for leaders, researchers, and practitioners across diverse sectors, including academia, industry, and students, which engages thematic sessions that explore emerging trends, technological innovations, and sustainable practices in business. The speakers from various areas will share their insights on the future of the field, while panel discussions will address on critical issues in the current field. The conference also provides opportunities for researchers to present their findings and receive constructive feedback. As we confront challenges such as globalization, technological disruption, and the imperative for sustainable practices, this conference aims to create a dynamic platform for sharing knowledge and best practices. Participants from various sectors, including academia, industry, and students, will come together to explore innovative solutions, engage in thought-provoking discussions, and build meaningful connections. By showcasing diverse viewpoints and experiences, the conference will illuminate the multifaceted nature of modern business, challenges, and foster collaborations among stakeholders. Ultimately, this event seeks to empower attendees with insights and strategies that can be implemented to thrive in an ever-evolving marketplace.
Thank you and welcome you all to the conference.
Thank you, ma'am. It is now time to honor our esteemed guests.
It is now time to honor our esteemed
I
guests for
invite
today.
our academic director, Dr.
I
Fatima
invite
Vasan,
our
along
academic director, Dr. Fatima Vasan, along with the dignitaries,
to honor Dr. Pradeep Natarajan
to honor Dr.
With a memento.
Pradeep Natarajan with a memento. I also request the head of the department, Dr. A.
to honor
Raja,
sir with the shawl and the gift box.
to honor sir with the shawl and the gift box.
I also request our academic director, Dr. Fatima Vasan, to honor our chief guest, Dr. S. Jayachandran, with a memento. I request our head of the department, Dr. A. Raja, to honor sir with the shawl and gift box. Thank you, dignitaries. I now call upon and invite our academic director, Dr. Fatima Vasan, to felicitate the gathering.
Happy morning to All of you, happy morning. To both online participants as well as offline, you dear participants who are here physically to attend this international conference. Can you please check on that echo? We are very happy. Now, this is the challenge of technological advancement. We're talking about the advancements in business, and you see this virtual advancement. We have several of them connected to us online, but there should not be, of course, you can't replace a human being with technology. I think I arrive at that first point, a critical point, even at the introduction of my speech. Is it okay? Set right? Okay. Thank you for that. Let me at the outset congratulate the Department of Management under the dynamic leadership of Dr. Raja, the head of the department, the team of faculty, and the organizing committee, and you, dear students, for organizing this international conference. I would like to appreciate you on several fronts, to begin with the choice of the topic. When I just heard it yesterday from the HOD, it took me a minute to comprehend what exactly you want to focus on. And then I understood it all comes to the paradigm shift in business. You being the today and future managers, today you are trainees, management trainees, and tomorrow you will be the future managers, and some of them who are connected online are already in business positions. And therefore I was really surprised as to how you could link this to our theme. I hope that all of you are aware, I would like to enlighten this August audience on the theme for the year. You know that the best practice of the college is embrace excellence. Embrace excellence. Embrace the change, embrace the innovation, embrace the advancements. And therefore, the department has been proactive in selecting this theme for the international conference to align with the theme of the college, Embrace Excellence. To the young audience, we are away from all of these hypes and all of these technology and all of this what you would call as a totally a different world, a digital world. We are witnessing this digital transformation. Because of this digital transformation, you can definitely vouch for the several critical changes that are happening in the business paradigm. Starting with consumer behavior. I don't think anybody would really like to sit or visit a shop or sit in a place or attach to an organization for many years and so on and so forth. You already know about the consumer behavior. And you know about the influence, the impact of social media on us. It's just the digital transformation. You look at the commerce field, for that matter, the e-commerce. It's not the pandemic time that we depended largely on the e-commerce. Post-pandemic too, you know that the e-commerce, the social commerce is the in thing now, and you cannot, like our generation can't say we are out of it. If you're out of it, you are lost. You need to come in, you need to integrate, you need to come into the stream. Look at your commerce, look at your, even your shopping. Even your shopping, all online shopping. Look at your market, which is all online market. Today, I don't think anybody is really interested to waste time or spend money on transportation and go into the crowded places. You just want to sit in the comfort of your home and get the best product, and you have comparisons. Online shopping, Facebook shopping, social markets, the Amazon. I think you see the wide and the wild, I must say, it's not the wide, the wild advertisement that is being given by the Amazon Festival. I hope you have been smart enough to go into it to get your products with such a lot of attractions. And look at today's technology that is we are witnessing, the virtual community. Now I don't need this is called an international conference, but I don't need to see the international faces here. The international people are all around connected to me. There is the virtual platform, and there is the Zoom or the Google Meet, or you name so many of the virtual platforms where I can get connected around the globe. I can lecture from here. Earlier, I used to visit the US universities. The US embassy used to send me every year to go and lecture on social concerns and issues. But today, I don't have to. They can connect me to my customers, my clients, my audience across the globe with the virtual, and that has come as an order of the day. And therefore, whether it is digital transformation or e-commerce, e-platforms, and the virtual networks, and today with AI coming in a large way, we have become so dependent, I must say. Even me at this age and my experience, I don't need a personal assistant. I have a virtual assistant. My granddaughter, who is just 5 years old, taught me the Alexa. I was with her playing, and suddenly she says, Alexa, play me this. I was wondering what's going wrong with her. I'm talking about some 6-7 years back. I was taken aback, about these applications that have come, the Siri and the Alexa apps. You have the virtual assistants. Why am I giving all this is so to say that I'm very appreciative that you have selected a very critical and trendy topic which is so relevant for you, for your generation too, or for all generations. And my appreciation is that you learn these, the requirement of what is needed of you today is to keep yourselves updated. I can't say even the computing science students, I always tell them, what they say today is the latest app, tomorrow is outdated. And therefore, as business people, as management trainees, as management in great positions, you will have to know the transformations, the paradigm shifts that is taking place in the business arena. And unless you are updated, you will not really fit into the system. Saying this, once again, let me appreciate the department and also appreciate the presence of Dr. Pradeep Nadarajan and Dr. S. Jayachandran. When I was talking to Dr. Jayachandran, he said that this is the first time he's coming to college. It's the first time, and he was so happy about seeing our green space, our clean environment, and he was very appreciative of our college. I request Dr. Jayachandran to please Google our college and also see our website. Maybe he may not have time to go through the campus, but if he sees our website, he'll get to know more about us. And that is the technology, and that is the transformation we see in business today. You don't have to take him round. Yesterday I was watching, I had been to Kashmir, but I wanted to recall, and I went on the digital tourism to see once again the Kashmir and all the places that I visited. That is really the gift that we have received in today's world. Let's enjoy it. At the same time, the precaution is to say that I like to conclude, human resources are so beautiful, so potential, you cannot replace. At the same time, you will have to see how to take advantage and do everything to progress the humanity, human values, and make this a happy world. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. I now request Mrs. Mary Louisa A., Assistant Professor, Department of Management, to introduce the esteemed guests for the day.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. It is my privilege to introduce our chief guest, Dr. S. Jayachandran, to the International Conference on Panoramic Advancements in Business Paradigm, A Global Perspective 2024. Dr. S. Jayachandran is the Senior Vice President of Marathon Group, which is builders and promoters located at Chennai. Sir's educational qualifications include BSc, MA, MPhil, MBA, and a doctorate. He is a certified NLP master practitioner. Sir holds diploma in journalism and French language, and he is also holds certification in cognitive psychology. Sir holds doctoral committee, board of studies, and other prestigious membership in various universities and associations in the field of civil engineering and management studies throughout the country. Sir is a honorable member of Instruct Bangalore. He is a recipient of Vocational Excellence Award from Rotary Club, Alandur, Chennai in the year 2022. He is an advisor of Prime Chemtech Solutions, advisor of Datacorp Traffic, MNC in Bangalore. He has traveled to most of Asian, Arabian, and European countries. He has authored several articles on personality development, quality management, repair of concrete structures, business skills development, entrepreneurship, and is also an SME development and cognitive teaching. We welcome you, sir. It also gives me privilege to introduce our guest of honor, Dr. Pradeep Nadarajan, project scientist, NIOT, and Ministry of Earth Sciences, Government of India. The top skills of Dr. Pradeep finds place in innovation, research and development in manufacturing domain, proficient in manufacturing, automation, MES, advanced manufacturing processes, additive manufacturing, data analysis, data visualization, technical presentation, proposed writing, and he is seasoned with leadership, project with people management, stakeholder collaboration, procurement, and vendor evaluation, and also independent research. Sir holds the positions of project scientist in National Institute of Ocean Technology, Chennai, and is a fellow lecturer in manufacturing and advanced manufacturing fields in College of Engineering, Gindi campus, Anna University. His educational publications are cited by 17 plus citations. He has number of technical journals published from international and Indian domain in the domain of data analysis and materials and manufacturing processes. He has attended many technical conferences, articles, international and national conferences. We welcome you, sir, for this. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We are esteemed and honored to have dynamic guests for the day who will be sharing their insights. So now I invite our guest of honor, Dr. Pradeep Natarajan, Project Scientist 2, National Institute of Ocean Technology, Chennai, with Ministry of Earth Sciences, Government of India, to address a special address.
No need. This is fine. Thank you. So, happy morning. Yeah. So, it's been really great to be here. So, sharing the dais with the great people here. Thank you to Raja sir and other organizing members for this opportunity. Okay. So, your conference is on this international conference, and panoramic advancements in business paradigm. Okay, so it's a wide panoramic thing. Okay, so business thing. So I would like to touch upon two things which I work on. One is in manufacturing area, another is with respect to ocean technology. Okay, so manufacturing technology, all are convenient with English, right? English and Tamil, fine? Fine. How about the virtual audience? Okay, fine, fine. Fine. So I'll be touching on manufacturing and ocean technology related. Okay. So you know the recent trends in manufacturing technologies. Do you know what's a recent trend? Anyone? What's a recent trend happening now? Anyone? Any random answer is acceptable. Yeah, I heard some voices. So as you are aware, AI is taking over. Okay. So manufacturing, where you create products from raw materials. Okay. So there, what is your role? What are your future roles? So you should be aware. Okay. So how we are going to prepare yourself for that is the big thing here. So now coming to the Industry 4.0 revolution, so where everything is cloud based. So you can actually order your car sitting in one place and everything manufacturing happens in another country. So that is kind of advancements happening in the business level. Okay, so you have to be updated and upgrade your skills as well. Okay, so Industry 4.0, there is you have virtual reality, mixed reality, augmented reality. You have smart manufacturings. So where you no need actually any manpower. So entire industry will be light off conditions. So the robots will be doing their works. Everything is with zero manpower. So where your role comes in. So your role comes in supervising the entire floor shop. Okay, so you will be sitting in some, say, your home, and you can monitor the entire manufacturing processes. So at that level, you have to be equipped and skilled up. Okay. So second thing is the ocean technology. So you know what is the level of ocean covering the entire planet? Percentage of water? Sorry? 7? Yeah, approximately, you are right. So anywhere between 70 to 75% the blue planet. I mean, it's a blue planet actually. So imagine in this blue planet, do you know it has the 80% of global GDP. It is contributing to 80% of global GDP in terms of transport. Okay, so maritime industry is a great industry. So where again the business thing is booming up. You have to see 80% of the trade is happening all over the seaways. Okay, so that level you have to be again get equipped. Okay, so coming to ocean technology, you have these drones. Okay, so I'm a DGCA certified drone pilot actually. So you know drones are kind of automated manual, automated say vehicles. So which is used to deploy certain actions. So you can survey the ocean or you can survey the aerial things and all. Okay, so in that way again you have to be equipped. Okay, so I want you people to be you people to realize who you are and work upon your skills. Okay, so I congratulate the entire team here and wish you all the success. So Porthukmadi, I will just tell some short story. Okay, usually I do that. So once there used to be a deer, musk deer nu solvanga. Okay, so that deer, no, it walks around the forest, and there was some smell coming from, some pleasant smell coming from. So it used to sniff around and it used to walk where it is coming, where it is coming. It used to sniff around, and at a particular time it couldn't see where it is really coming from, and suddenly one of his friend came. So musk deer's another friend came. He comes and tells, "Oh, you smell so good," and then only the musk deer it realizes that the pleasant smell is coming from within. So like that, you have to see what is your skill. There will be a friend who will be pointing out this skill, okay? Or your friend in the sense your teacher or someone, okay? So he will be pointing out your skill, or you can identify your skill yourself and come up in your life. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for that inspirational thought that you have left us with. I now invite our chief guest of the day, Dr. S. Jayachandran, Senior Vice President, Maradam Group, Chennai, to address the gathering.
Good morning to one and all. In the morning invocation itself, I have been blessed, so I am very happy. So, right from the entry, I have been enjoying the campus life. But again, in order to enjoy, I need a little more time, but Mahalakshmi Madam has given me only about 10 minutes. So, let me restrict my talk up to 10 minutes, but at the same time, I need to fulfill the actual requirement. I got a duty to complete because it's supposed to be the keynote address related to the topic. The topic that we are given to me is to discuss the overview or the panoramic view of what's happening in the marketing area and what's happening in the business development, how much of things that are happening and all that. In fact, before I go to those things, first of all, at the outset, I'll like to thank right from Director Fatima ma'am, and then the head of the department, Dr. Raja, and then the coordinator team with Dr. Mahalakshmi, and all other people. Also, I need to congratulate and then convey my respects to Dr. Pradeep Nadarajan for being here. So really I am blessed to be here. I am honored to be among your people. And in fact, as Madam was saying, Fatima ma'am was saying about going through the website and all that. Normally when I go to a particular college, I used to do all the home study. So I have completed. So it started in 2001, and in 2021, you got your A+, and that is also again, it is re-accredited. I know that you are going to go from one level to the other level in leaps and bounds, because you got a dedicated team of educators above you who can guide you very well and then take you to one level to the other level. I think students are so much blessed, and you got a wonderful team of faculty members headed by wonderful visionary educators. Now, having said that, let me put you into a kind of a context in which we are there as far as the marketing is concerned. Any marketing is being guided by the dynamic logic. When I say dynamic logic, it's a common way of thinking about strategy across different businesses. No, I know that. The administrators should always be dynamic.
Today is like too many innovations.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Please take it. Thank you. So, when I talk about the marketing dynamics that are happening and all that, one will have to understand where we were earlier and where we are today. Earlier we started talking about barter system, need to need. There was no currency. But once the currency had come in, and then we started exchanging, using the currency or something similar to it. So from the barter economy, we came to the money economy. And subsequently today, when we talk about all these, there is so much of a history that we had come across. Now, the concept of buying and selling is as old as our own civilization. After especially 2011, with the invention of digital marketing, we thought that understanding the customers and collaborators and adapting quickly and intelligently to the needs of the growing trend towards sustaining value, we started talking about values. What is after this value? Whatever you do, either in terms of the product or the service, need to have a value. Suppose I say that it is a value, it means, very in simple terms, it should either give you a benefit or it should get rid of the pain, gain or a pain. Unless until you have got a product which is able to give an advantage, then again you are not going to sell it on a long-term basis. When I say long-term basis, today's buzzword is sustainable. So any product that you need to make as of today or innovate need to have sustainability in its basic structure. But if you look at the way that the products have started, for example, in 1977, the importance of physical product lies not so much in owning them, but in obtaining the services of it. Because it's not necessary to own, but at the same time, you'll have to have the service out of it. I'll explain why. But in the meanwhile, services may be replaced by products also has been accepted. For example, if you talk about safety razor, it has eliminated the barber shave. Something like a washing machine, which has taken out the laundry services. So we started looking at all one by one and see that how far we are able to create value and we will be able to supply. Finally, we said the only true source of competitive advantage is the ability to conceive the entire value system and create and make it to work. So any value that you create in your product or a service. But nowadays we neither say it is a product or a service, we say it totally in terms of offering. Offering includes the way that you provide either the service or the product or both put together. Which means you should be good at even presenting it in a proper way, documenting in a proper way, receiving the customer in a proper way. All these put together comes as an offering. Of late, it is also felt that marketing companies, each person's experience services differently. And each person and each experience differs. It is influenced by an unpredictable combination of many predictable and unpredictable factors. However, now we started saying multi-sensory perception or multi-sensory experience as a vital component of service-dominant marketing. So, what is required today is that we need to have a mass customization coming in or hyper-personalization. If you look at healthcare sector, then we need to look at the way that you are going to personalize it too closely. Suppose I specify something for a particular group of people, then I'll have to narrow it down for the individuals in the same group. Because one person differs from others in their like and dislike, in their interest and then non-interest. Finally, we started saying that yes, we need to have societal marketing concept. What is that societal marketing concept? It is that we said about human welfare on the top of profit. So there is a paradigm shift that was required for us actually to think about profitability in the place of, what I should say, it is the right word will be not profitability, prosperity. So you have to think about prosperity of the society before you think about profitability. But always we say that anybody who is in an organization will think about profitability first, including the CEO. But if you do it today, you are not doing your job good. Because as of 21st century, what has come out as something that we need to look at it is that you are not expected not only to perform well, also not to do any harm to the society. Why do I say so? It is because when we started manufacturing on and on in a bigger way, we led to a kind of unwanted consumerism. In the place of consumerism with the capitalistic market, we started producing more and more than what is actually required. In such cases, what happened in the sequence of production, starting from extraction of your raw material, then actual manufacturing, and after that your recycling, all put together, it is going to give you a kind of what you call total waste. If you want to reduce the waste, then you will have to go for consumerism to minimalism. Minimalism means the minimum need that is required for which you are expected to go ahead and do it. Why should I say that we will have to follow minimalism? I'll take about 2 minutes only. Okay, the minimalism is something where you address the needs of the people. More than that, when you do it, without yourself realizing it, you end up in making more and more waste. These wastes are contributing and ultimately adversely impacting the environment. Now the environment has come to that level where in fact the consumerism is actually cooking the planet and the society is fractured. Now we are at the threshold of our own self-destruction. We have not realized that. If you are not going to do something connected to what we have already talked about, Paris Agreement 2015, where we said that we'll have to contain the increase in the temperature up to 1.5 degrees centigrade, which is when we had pre-industrial stage. From the pre-industrial stage, you are allowed to go up to 1.5 degrees centigrade more. Now already we have come up to 1.45. If you look at the future, it is so bleak and also uninsurable. Unless until you do something where you reduce, reuse, or I would simply say that you will have to change the lean economy to what you call the circular economy. When I say lean economy to circular economy, I mean to say that take, make, waste is to be changed as take. When you take it, as much it is required you take it, then use as much less you want to use it, you use it. If possible, there is a possibility of reusing it, and then you will have to see to it that how far you will be able to make use of whatever the recyclable materials that have come in to make another product as a raw material. So there must be a cycle. So what we are really seeing that we don't want to see any solid waste, thereby the entire environment is going to be polluted. Now we have got a air polluted, water contaminated, and food adulterated by the chemical action. This has happened because of our greedy nature, because of our egoism as human species, as the best species and all that. So now if you allow that to happen further and further, we are going to self-destruction mode. Right now itself, imagine about the extremes. There are about 35 vital signs we need to look at it. Out of that, 20 signs have gone to extremes in terms of the environmental extremes, signs of distress. If you allow them to happen in that way by the way of your own production, then our own existence is becoming a question. So we need to take care of it. Take one point for example. As we talked about, total area, if you look at it, 97.5% is ocean. 2.5% is only what you call the water that can be used for other purpose. Drinking and other purpose. We call it as fresh water. This fresh water, as per the statistics that has been given in 2030, there will be a gap of about 56%. Which means Whatever water we are getting today and day-to-day basis, we may not be getting as much in 2030 if we continue to do the same thing. So water conservation becomes a very, very critical area. And if you look at the water itself can create a great problem. In the absence or shortage of water, it is going to be a famine. And at the same time, in the excess of water, then you land up in flooding. Water conservation becomes very, very important, especially when you do any production and all that. So when you do business, you will have to keep all these things. When people started saying about the concept of following these ESG criteria, that is, you need to follow what you call environment, social, and what you call governance. These three criteria means you will have to administer your business organization after taking care of these two prerequisites. One, environment, two, society. If you don't take care of that, then you will land up in a problem. Now, in order to do that, now even the investors have turned to that. Unless until you are following the ESG criteria, the investment will not be given. It means that investor will not come to you. So overall, you will have to look at that way. So whether ESG has been followed or not. In order to do that, then you will have to have all these kind of manufacturing systems where probably latest concept that has come in is decouple products from production, which means dematerialization. There is a principle called degrowth principle. So we need to look at all these things. Even there is a concept that people started looking at what they call nature rebound. If you look at things, then you will come to know how much you will be able to do more and more with less and less. This is what the today's parlance, in business parlance, you need to look at it. So you'll have to be very careful with whatever marketing you are doing, whether that marketing is landing up with you in all the problems, or whatever you are doing it genuinely, ethically you are marketing it, and transparently you are talking about. So at this moment, I hasten to emphatically say, if somebody is asking me, should we do marketing? I'll say, don't do marketing. It might be looking crazy, but what I say is, unless the products are durable, repairable, and upgradable, and you will have to adopt only energy efficient production and waste reduction methods. As I told you, this is what the paradigm shift which we wanted from really linear economy to what you call the circular economy. So to conclude, I would like to state that the present disasters are proven anthropogenic. When I say anthropogenic, I mean it's man-made. We have done it. It is not natural disasters. So only man has to untie the knot before it is going to be too late. But at the moment it is very tricky. You cannot do it just like that. It is not a particular area of a country or one particular country. It is all intertwined, interconnected, all over. It is global in nature. Whatever the disasters that are happening are all global in nature. All will have to join hands together. But unfortunately, they are not doing it together. Even the advanced countries, paradoxically, instead of going in from fossil fuels to new renewable energies, they are accelerating the production by using fossil fuels. That should not happen. So you'll have to look at all these things. So kindly look at the business developments in terms of how far it is going to help your futuristically, whatever you are designing, is it going to help you? That is what you need to look at it. So look at all the concept and see little deeper and see that how far your way of looking at the whole thing is going to give you sustainability. In every part of your working, you need to see the risk-based thinking. ISO 9001:2015 already prescribed whatever you want to do in terms of your quality quality management system, you will have to follow what do you call the risk-based thinking. Each and every stage you will have to look at the risk. I am talking about the risk now. Unless until you evaluate the risk and then take care of the risk, manage it properly, the future is, again, it's going to be very difficult for us. So with this, I'm really happy to inaugurate this well-organized seminar. I congratulate all the eminent participants and wholeheartedly wish the students all the best for the studies and the careers. Thank you. Thank you so much.
For leaving us with thoughts that we'd ponder throughout the day. I request our chief guest, Dr. Jayachandran, to honor one of our well-wishers of the department, Mr. K. Natarajan, who is the former PRO of Anna University, with a shawl. Thank you, sir. It is now time that we end our inauguration and move on to the sessions of the day, which would be interactive and will also give us insights about finance, marketing, and human resource. So now, to conclude the inauguration with a heart of gratitude and with words of gratitude, I call Dr. B. Sasikala, Assistant Professor, Department of Management, to render the vote of thanks.
Good morning, one and all present here. It is with immense pleasure that I stand before you today to express our heartfelt thanks for gracing the inauguration of the significant conference. A special thanks to our distinguished chief guest, Dr. S. Jayachandran, Senior Vice President, Marudam Group, for your inspiring words emphasizing the importance of innovation in business practices. A grateful thanks to our guest of honor, Dr. Pradeep Nadarajan, Project Scientist at NIOT Chennai, for sharing your invaluable insights, highlighting the intersection of technology and business paradigms. Thank you, sir. We extend our heartfelt thanks to our management officials, Brother Naveen, our Director and Secretary, Dr. Fatima Vasant, our Academic Director, Dr. Arogyameri Geeta Rufus, our Principal, Dr. B. Anandapriya, our Vice Principal, for their constant support and guidance. We thank our Head of Department, Dr. A. Raja, and our faculty team for the successful conduct of today's international conference. We thank our faculty participants, research scholars, academicians, industrialists, and student participants for today's program for their enthusiastic dedication who are the driving forces behind this conference. Let us engage actively, learn from one another, and push the boundaries of knowledge in our respective areas. As we embark on this journey of exploration and discussion over the coming days, I urge everyone to seize the opportunity to share ideas, forge connections, and pave the way for the future advancements. Once again, thank you all for your being today. Let's make this conference a resounding success. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I now request our faculty of Department of Management and the secretaries to please join on stage for the group photo. I also invite our well-wisher, Mr. K. Natarajan, to join with us.
Stephen, Matthews, Hemalakshmi, please come up. Student secretaries, please come up. Jagadish is not here. Okay.
We request the audience to please be silent. Audience, students, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, please be silent. Thank you. Thank you, dear dignitaries, for being here with us. I now request the audience
Audience is requested to please remain seated. Student volunteers, please bring in and serve the refreshments to the audience. Audience, you have a refreshment break now. Please have your refreshments here itself. We'll come and we'll collect the bottles from you once you are done and the packets. The session will resume in 10 minutes, so please be fast.